Welcome back, guys. This is Ashwin. In this video, we are going to solve the problem Lily's homework. Whenever George asks Lily to hang out, she is busy doing homework. George wants to help her finish it faster, but he is in over his head. Can you help George understand Lily's homework so she can hang out with them? Consider an array of n integers, that is like this array. George can swap any two elements of the array any number of times. An array is beautiful if the sum of array of I minus array of I minus 1 among 0 I to n is minimal. Given the array, determine and return the minimum number of swaps that should be performed in order to make the array beautiful. So this operation is really an ascending order. That is, we need to sort it in ascending order. That's the overall purpose. So we need to find how many number of swaps it takes to make the array as ascending order. That's the objective of this problem. Let's see this example. Here we have 7, 15, 12, 3. One minimal array is 3, 7, 12, 15. This is the sorted array we are going to get in the end. To get there, George performed the following swaps. First, as you can see in the sorted array, 3 should be coming first. So he will be swapping 3 and 7. And after that, the array will look like this. Now, if you see the sorted array, 7 is there. Again, we need to swap with 7. After swapping, the array will become sorted. So it took 2 swaps to make the array beautiful. This is minimal among the choice of beautiful arrays possible. So we need to find the minimal number of swaps to make the array in a sorted order. That is the simple objective of this problem. So for swapping and all, I'm going to create a sorted array in the first itself and compare it with the current element. If it's not matching means I will just swap it with the corresponding element. So each time I do this, I will just increment the count. And here also I'm going to use a dictionary to store the index values of that particular element. So we can swap with the index easily. So that will be constant operation. If you just manually search through the elements means it will take so much time. So it will definitely exceed the time limit. Okay, let's go for the constraints now. Now here n is 10 to the power of 5 and the array is 2 into 10 to the power of 9. So the array element is not a problem, and 10 to the power of 5 is a reasonable number of elements. So we can solve it in order of n square. That is the number of swaps we are going to do. Still, we are going to solve it in order of n log n because we need to sort the array first. That itself will take n log n generally as a worst case scenario. So let's see the sample input now. So sample input is 4, 2, 5, 3, 1. So as you can see, the sorted array will be 1, 2, 3, 5. We need to swap 1 first, so 2 will be here. And again, we will be swapping 2, so 5 will be here. After 2 swaps, the array will get sorted. So we have got the answer as well. Okay, now let's solve the problem now. So in this problem, we need to find the minimal number of swaps. So I'm going to create a separate function so we can find minimal number of swaps the array in the normal order, and another one will be reversed order. Let's explore that in more detail. First, we are going to create a function to find the number of swaps. Create function to find number of swaps. Def number of swaps. So I'll be passing the array. So I already mentioned I'm going to store the index in a dictionary. So I'm going to create one index map, a dictionary. Now I'm going to update the index in this dictionary. So for I in range of len of array, index map of array of I equal to I. So I am going to store the element and the index. So element will be the key and index will be the value. Like that, I'm storing the index values. And after that, we need to sort the array. So sort the array. This will be a new variable. So sorted array equals sorted of array. So this will create a separate list and it will store in this variable. Now after this, we need to have a result variable. Result equals 0. So this will have the number of swaps. Now for the main function, we're going to iterate through the list for I in range of len of array. Now we need to check whether the element is in the sorted position or not. If array of I not equals sorted array of I. So if the element is not sorted means I'm going to execute a couple of operations. If it's sorted means we will go to the next operation. Like that, I'm going to build the logic. Now, if it's not sorted means I'm going to swap an element. So I'll just increment result by 1. Now swap operation. So to swap the operation, I need to find the swap index. Swap index equals index map of sorted array of I. Basically, I'm just finding the index of sorted array element. So I'm going to swapping this index with the current index. Okay, next, I need to update the index map of the swapping variable, that is array of I. So that will be index map of array of I equals swap index. So this element will be swapped, right? For that, I need to update this dictionary. So I'll just say this will swap element index, and this will be update swapping index. Now we are going to do the swap operation. Swap operation. That will be array of I, array of swap index equals array of swap index, comma, array of I. So this is the swapping operation. After that, it will swap like this. So now, after doing all the operations until the end of the array, we are going to return the result. So return result. So that completes our inside inner function. Now, so we need to find the minimum number of swaps in the array. So I'm going to use the normal order and the reversed order. So for that, normal order equals number of swaps of array colon. So this will create a copy of the array. If we just pass as it is means it will just reflect in the original array. That's why I'm creating a copy. So this is the normal order. Now reverse order equals number of swaps. I'm going to reverse array of -1. So this will reverse the array and create a copy. Now finally, to return to the main function, I'm going to return minimum of normal order, comma, reverse order. Okay, that is the whole logic of this problem. So in the main function, I'm going to call the number of swaps two times, that is once in the normal order and the other one in the reverse order. So for finding the number of swaps, I'm going to use a dictionary to store the index value so we can fetch the index in constant time. This will update the index values, and I'm going to get the sorted array in order to check whether the element is in the sorted position or not. And after that, I'm going to iterate through all the elements. So if the element is not in the sorted position means I'm going to increment the result. And after that, I'm going to find the swap index and update the index of the swapping element. And finally, I'm going to perform the swap operation. So after that, I will return the result. Finally, in the return function, I'm going to return the minimum of both these variables. So both will be the number of swaps. Whichever is minimum, I'm going to return that. That is the overall logic of this problem. Let's run this now. Yeah, it passed the sample test case. Let's submit it. That's it, guys. We solved the problem. If you have any other logic other than this, please leave a comment below. It will be very helpful for others. If this video is helpful to you, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe the channel for future videos. Stay tuned for the next video.